Welcome back to Canfield, Ohio. This was just moments ago as they clean up the aftermath of the wreck involving Dan Runte and Bigfoot. A lot of cosmetic damage to that truck.
Yeah, the roll cage kept its integrity. The driver standing right there, all the safety equipment, the Simpson helmet and everything, did exactly what they were supposed to do. RJS and Simpson make good safety equipment, and we're glad for that.
Of course, that was video that was shot just a few minutes ago as we come back to live action with Fred Schaefer and Pam Botters, the other semi. There's a look at Pam and the boogie band.
You got to remember, Fred Schaefer had a lane choice here. The quick lane of the day has been a right lane, but there's just been a wreck in that lane. Schaefer has opted to go to the left lane. Reason being, he's afraid there could be something in that right lane that could cause a rut and flip him also.
And it's going to be Fred Schaefer. Now remember, Meager ran a 492 in his semi, and there's a 506. So Meager will have lane choice for the finals. We're coming right back to Canfield. Picking up the pieces of Bigfoot, but it's final time. Two guys looking for their first win prior to the finals. Army caught up with Fred Schaefer.
I've been out in front a lot of times. My truck's wheel standing. We had a lot of trouble. We got so much power with this new Dodge Ram. We've been working on the clutch, the shocks. I mean, everything, trying to keep the front end down. Power's not the problem. It's keeping the front end down and going down the track. I think we're on it this weekend.
We shall find out as Fred Schaefer in the Dodge Barefoot staging against the Ford Stinger.
Standing on the sidelines in the white shirts, Dan Runte. Looking at this final, a lot different than the ones in the past.
Dodge against Ford. They're staged here in Canfield.
Both drivers in the lane they want to be in, Gary. Neither one of them trying to get into the lights real quick. Running alcohol for fuel, trying to build a little heat to make some horsepower. But remember, Schaefer said horsepower is not the problem.
At the very end of the run. Schaefer had it the first half, but Meager got him at the end.
The way the chassis were set up, Schaefer went nose up over the finish line. Meager dove at the finish line. You can see it right here. It's all in the chassis of the truck.
So once again, the nose up hurt Fred Schaefer.
Exactly. The Dodge, by virtue of being nose up, actually killed the forward motion. Now see the Ford, it'll dive nose down right towards the finish line.
And Eric Meager wins by that much here in Canfield as a happy Bigfoot crew. There's Dan Runte over there with the driving suit on and the white T-shirt. Out of competition after the grinding action. As we take a look now at the point standings, Runte still with the big lead, but Meager is starting to close in. He wins here this afternoon. Here's Eric.
Great job. Thanks, Kenny.
How about it, pal? Great win.
Oh, love it, love it. Being first is nothing like being second. We were second too long. Our day was coming. Today's our day. WCW, DuPont Automotive Finishes, Mac Tools, Firestone, Ford, everybody. They're all happy, and so are we.
Trying to grab the microphone from you, Army. 4 days of constant battling in Canfield. There's your most recent winner as he walked over to sign some autographs.
What's your name? Did you have a good time today?
All right. Did you have a good time today? That kind of sums it up, doesn't it, Gary?
Of course, there's the remnants of Bigfoot after it was rolled over in the shutdown area by Dan Runte. So our congratulations to Bob Chandler, Marilyn Chandler, the Bigfoot organization, and of course to Eric Meager, who continues to close in second place in the point standings. And once again, there's a look at that accident that involved Dan Runte and Bigfoot in the shutdown area. But again, all the safety equipment doing its work, and Runte was able to climb out a bit dazed, but he walked away uninjured.
Folks, never doubt it. It's real racing. Don't you doubt for 1 minute when you see a Penda points race, you're not going to see some big racing.
For Army Armstrong, I'm Gary Lee. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Trucks and Tractor Power.